higher flows doesn't always make you more money. At least this is what the data says. Look, I have analyzed all the transactions from a recent handed over project that I've been working on in Business Bay. So this is a very premium waterfront community, one of its kind in Business Bay. It has several projects within that community. It has both beach views and also the water canal views in Business Bay. Some of you may know it. It is called the Peninsula, which is developed by the Select Group. Look, when I analyzed the transactions in one of the buildings in that community, what I found is many of the buyers who has bought the apartments back in 2022 when the project was launched is the highest ROI was made by those who hadn't bought the exclusive views. Yes, they haven't bought the exclusive views, but the highest ROI was made by those in the sweet spot where the price was good and also there was a decent views. When the developer sold that project, the main selling point, at least the developer sold, was the exclusive views of the Burj as well as the specialty of that community. That's a very unique community in Business Bay. So as a buyer, when you look and when you invest in any project, there are two things you need to consider. One, what that project stands for, and what's the price that you are investing. So when you have a clear understanding of these 2 points, you can estimate where should I pick the right unit that I will get back the maximum returns. So this is what every investor has to analyze by themselves, or you should be advised by your advisor. So at least this is what I on a high level, this is what I advise my clients on. I draw a plain graph where on one side you have the floor height and on the x-axis you will have the price. So the more price you go, the higher floor you should get. I mean, at least this is what the developer will say to you. But I have a different theory on the sweet spot where you should buy the floor level and where you should buy at which price. That sweet spot is what determines what determines your ROI. So from this specific project, most of the buyers were able to get around 20 to 35% return on investment, which is not bad for Business Bay, but also it's not a very great strategy for a flipping scenario. So at least the people who were able to get these returns in 2.5 to 3 years, those people were able to get those units at the best entry price, and those entry prices were not for the highest floors or the best views or for the last phases of the project. So what this says, you don't get paid for the best views, but you get paid for what you didn't overpay to the developer.